Hey, I'm Clover, and this is Real Talk Tuesdays, your weekly dose of honesty, overthinking, and figuring life out, one convo at a time. Let's get into this week's topic. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but if you've been feeling like you're falling behind, like everyone around you is getting it together while you're still trying to just get out of bed some days, I want you to know you're not alone. I felt that. Scrolling through social media, seeing people get degrees, get married, travel the world, launch businesses. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there like, I just managed to do laundry today. That's my win. And it's not that I'm not happy for them. I am. But it's this quiet little voice that sneaks in sometimes. You should be further by now. Sound familiar? Let's be real. Life doesn't move in a straight line, no matter how much we wish it would. We don't all have the same starting point. We don't all have the same support, the same opportunities, the same energy levels, especially if you're dealing with things like mental health, family pressure, financial stress. That stuff counts. You're not behind. You're just on a different timeline. And different doesn't mean worse. It just means it's yours. There's this pressure to become someone by a certain age, right? To have the job, the partner, the income, the glow up. But no one tells you that sometimes healing comes before the breakthrough, sometimes rest comes before the rebuild. Sometimes you're in a quiet chapter, and it still matters. You don't need 1 million followers or a 6-figure salary to be valuable. You don't need a ring on your finger to be worthy of love. You don't need to arrive to be enough. You're already someone. There was a point not too long ago when I seriously asked myself, what am I even doing? People I grew up with were hitting these huge milestones, and I felt like I was just floating. Like I was trying so hard to catch up that I forgot how to be proud of myself for where I was. And one night, I just sat in bed overwhelmed, and I had to remind myself over and over again, progress isn't always loud. Sometimes, just getting through the days a win. Sometimes the work you're doing mentally, emotionally, behind the scenes is the most important kind. You're allowed to grow slow. You're allowed to take your time. And you're allowed to build a life that actually feels good, even if it looks nothing like everyone else's. Here's something I'm learning the hard way. If you're always focused on what's next, you'll miss what's now. You'll miss the small wins, the peace you're finally starting to feel, the fact that maybe, just maybe, you're healing in ways you never thought you would. Being present with your own journey is one of the most radical things you can do in a world that's obsessed with speed. So, take a breath. Look around. You're doing more than you think. So, if you're feeling behind, come back to yourself. You don't need to sprint. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to hustle your way into being enough. You already are. Give yourself permission to grow at your own pace, to take breaks, to not know yet, to figure it out in real time, because honestly, we all are. You're not late, you're not less, you're just becoming, and that's beautiful. Alright, that's all I wanted to say today. I don't have it all figured out, and maybe you don't either, but we're here, we're trying, and we're still showing up, and that counts. If this video helped you feel a little less alone, leave a comment and let me know where you're at in your journey. I'd love to hear from you. And if no one's told you today, I'm proud of you. Really. Keep going. You've got this.